Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and coming up here on today's show, we got a lot of Raiders news to cover, and then nearing the end of the show, we'll start to talk about some trending Raiders rumors, topics that I've seen out there on the internet that I want to give my 2 cents on. In terms of the news that happened today around the silver and black, the Raiders officially signed Blake Martinez to the practice squad, though I'm a big believer that he's going to be added to the active roster because of the injury concerns, concussions around Denzel Perryman. So Blake Martinez added to the practice squad. Another player who was actually just released by the team and then cleared waivers, brought back to the practice squad, offensive tackle Jackson Barton, who has gotten some opportunities, mainly at left tackle. Those were the 2 players out of the practice squad, and you're like, all right, well, if we added 2, we had a free spot. Who's the guy that's gone? Here's the player that's gone, Billy Price, former first-round pick. He signed with the Arizona Cardinals today, so from the Raiders practice squad, Billy Price heads over to Arizona. Now, in terms of workouts, the Raiders worked out 3 players, 1 quarterback, 2 wide receivers. The quarterback is Jack Cohn, who played for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, was an undrafted free agent in 2022. Let me just say this. Jack Cohn sucks. He's not good at football whatsoever. I mean, y'all know that I don't have a lot of faith in Jarrett Stidham. A lot of people would talk about Nathan Peterman. I would take Nathan Peterman in a heartbeat over Jack Cohn. I don't know why he's working out for the team. He has no business being on any NFL roster. Jack Cohn is not good at football. In terms of other workouts that happened here at the wide receiver position, Albert Wilson. I actually like this move. He has some special teams value. Many years ago at the NFL Combine, he ran, I believe it was like a 4.4240. He has some speed. He has some athletic ability. He can also play in the slot. If the Raiders are worried about Hunter Renfrow, this could just be a little bit more of an extra depth move to add some extra vertical speed in there. Albert Wilson's the big name to grab out of this. And then Trinity Benson. Trinity Benson in 2021, not 2022, played a few games with the Detroit Lions, had a few clutch situations for them. Not too much run. Trinity Benson, another wide receiver that the silver and black worked out. Now, why you should subscribe to the Raiders Report. We went live on Sunday for a watch party. We went live on Monday for Blake Martinez news. We go live every single Tuesday. If you like to have a good time with the nation, but you also still want some high-quality analysis, free videos around your favorite team, then please hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on those notifications because I don't want you to wake up the next morning and be like, oh, wait, we signed Blake Martinez? Don't let that be you. You just look dumb. Hit that subscribe button. All right, y'all, let's now get into some trending Raiders Report rumors that we're going to talk about. Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs right now, man, is just earning so much love amongst the nation. He deserves it. He's being a bell cow back. He's the most valuable player we have on our offense right now. And right now he's in the running for FedEx Ground Player of the Week. Does he deserve to win it? This one's for just win, babies. Believe it, baby. And one of the biggest reasons why I'm putting this on my show is because he's right now not the front runner to win this award. So each week, FedEx, they nominate 3 players. Jacobs is a finalist. However, he's not the guy who has the most votes to win it right now, which we'll go through some of the numbers here. We'll look at some of the, rushing, receiving yards, all that kind of good stuff. As it stands right now, the last time that I checked on Twitter, Rashaad Penny, Seahawks running back, 43.8% of the votes. Josh Jacobs, 32.4% of the votes. Miles Sanders, Eagles running back, 23.8% of the votes. Now, when you look at the ground attack, if you will, for FedEx, they show these numbers. Penny, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns. Miles Sanders, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns. However, the award is FedEx Air and Ground Award. Not just the ground, air and ground. So for that, I think you got to look at receiving yards. Rashaad Penny, 1 for 6. Jacobs, 5 for 31. Miles Sanders, 2 for 22. So watch this mathematical ability here by Jeremy Chuggs and I. 175 and 2 touchdowns compared to Penny's 157 and 2, compared to Miles Sanders' 156 and 2. You tell me, who deserves to be the FedEx Player of the Week in terms of the running back position? Is it Josh Jacobs? It is. Type JJ. Rashaad Penny, RP. Miles Sanders, MS. Both of these players played stellar games. I'll say this, though. Going into that game, the Broncos defense, better than the Lions defense. In the Eagles game, now the Eagles had a tough game. No doubt about it against Jacksonville. And Jacksonville is very good against the run. I just look at the numbers, though. I believe Josh Jacobs deserves the award. I also, if you haven't already seen it, it's on NFL.com. It's on my Twitter. Go check it out. Go vote for Josh. He deserves it. Let's go to the next trending rumor here on the Las Vegas Raiders Report. Is defensive tackle the biggest need for this team? Yep. Yeah, it is, man. It's for just win, babies. Believe it, baby. And the Raiders defense up against the Broncos looked impressive. I mean, I'll say it's their best defensive game that I've seen from them so far this year, which maybe isn't saying too much. Here's the issue, though. We knew entering the season that the defensive tackle position for this team was an eyesore. Andrew Billings, shout out to him, I actually think has played a lot better than any of us ever would have guessed. However, he might be the only player that's actually doing halfway decent. Bilal Nichols hasn't been great. Neil Farrell Jr. hasn't even gotten on the field yet. And according to PFF, when you look at their defensive tackle grades, Andrew Billings, 62.5. That's 49th in the NFL. Kendall Vickers, 58.6. He has played much better than what I anticipated. 67th ranked defensive tackle. Matthew Butler at 57.7. He's not even ranked, only 7 snaps played. Bilal Nichols, 49.0, 95th. And then Jonathan Hankins at 48.6, 97th. I think we can all agree the Raiders need some defensive interior help, not only just to help stop the run, it's also going to help free up Chandler Jones, free up Cleveland Ferrell, free up Malcolm Kuntz, free up Max Crosby. Because if you don't start getting pressure on players, it's going to be a long, long season. So you know what? You want to play a game? Let's play a game here. So here's some NFL free agents and their 2021 PFF grades. You have player A with a 62.1 overall grade. Then you have player B with a 63.4 overall PFF grade. Player C, player D, and player E. So I'm going to ask you this question. From judging by this graphic and this graphic alone, which player would you sign? Would you go with player A, type A? Player B, type B. Player C, C. Player D, D. Player E. Let me know down in the comment section right now, and after this YouTube ad break, I'm going to show you who each of these players are. Let's look at them. You got Sheldon Richardson was player A, Linval Joseph player B, and Ndamukong Suh C, Malcolm Brown D, Darius Philon E. Now, I have expressed my opinion on this topic before. I know a lot of y'all probably want Ndamukong Suh, and a lot of y'all are going to look at Linval Joseph, 63.4, and you're like, Mitch, he's the best. You know what, though? The Raiders need more of a run stopper at defensive tackle than they do at somebody being able to get after the quarterback. Sheldon Richardson's the better run stopper. Linval Joseph is probably the better DT at getting after the QB. I would take both. Both would be an upgrade over what we have right now. My answer, though, would be Sheldon Richardson. He can still play. Kind of blows my mind how many good free agents are still out there on the market. Before I show y'all my final rumor here on the Raiders Report, hey, I'm all about this team. And I want you guys to put your money where your mouth is and put some faith in the silver and black. I know, it's scary. But here's the thing, man. Well, shout out to our sponsor, BetUS. We're hooking you guys up with the best deal on the internet. So if you want to bet on NFL games, you can do it. Raiders games, you can do it. NBA, right around the corner. MLB playoffs right around the corner. If you want to get set up with the deal, you got to go to chatsports.com/Raiders, and you got to use promo code Raiders125. As it stands right now, total over-under in this game, 51.5. Chiefs, 7.5-point favorites, Monday Night Football at Arrowhead. Now, not only if you put down $100, you get $125 for free to bet with. How about this? Who wants a free jersey? I got your attention now, right? So if you want a free jersey, this is for first-time BetUS depositors only. You got to use chatsports.com/Raiders. You got to use Raiders125. You got to sign up and deposit $100 or more. Then you get your 125% deposit bonus. Make a first bet. Put $10 on the Raiders. You get $125 for free anyway. Put $10 on the Raiders to beat the Chiefs. And then email me, jersey at chatsports.com. We got tons of Raiders jerseys available. I will say, this deal has nothing to do with BetUS, so don't message them and ask them about it. This is from me, Jeremy Chuggs, my team here at Chat Sports. We want to hook up the nation. We want to hook up the nation for being the best fans in all sports. Tell me how many places right now you can find a Raiders Nike jersey, high-quality Nike jersey, for $100. Not only are you going to get a jersey for $100, you get $100 then to bet with, and then an extra $125 for free to bet with. That's a hell of a deal. Email me, jersey at chatsports.com for details. This deal ends kickoff Monday Night Football, so get going. Let's go now to the next one here. The Raiders, they're a top 16 team in the NFL. I'm going to give it 2 just win babies, and I'm going to say people are talking. One of my jobs here at Chat Sports is to get my power rankings in. I'll admit, I didn't get my power rankings in this past week because I was doing the Blake Martinez news, and when I got home, I forgot. But you know what? I saw from Chat Sports, and I saw from NFL.com their NFL power rankings. So how about this? NFL.com ranked them at the number 15 seed, or 15th best team. They had them at 21 last week. I looked at Chat Sports. Chat Sports, us, me, my team, ranked them 28 in the NFL. Here's the thing. I can make a legitimate argument that the Raiders could be one of the worst teams in the NFL. I can make a legitimate argument that they deserve to be in the top 16. They are a really confusing team, which you and I both know is very, very true. And this is what NFL.com had for the entire AFC West. Chiefs at 3, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos, 14, 15, 16. Here's my point. I get it. We're 1-3 right now. Win, lose, or tie. Raider Nation till I die. And I'm going to cover this team no matter what. But I do want to know from everyone watching right now because I don't know where they should be ranked. That's me being real with you. I don't know where they should be ranked. So how about this? You let me know where the Raiders should be ranked if you were doing your NFL power rankings. I'm going to be looking down in the comments.